into one of the biggest stories that happened this week. The New York Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau in a surprising move. Now, I guess we'll probably, yeah, because I want to just, rub it in Charles' face because he thought the Knicks were going to win, whatever. But, Tom Thibodeau gets fired. What was his record? He had a good record.
His 5 seasons there, he was 226 and 174. So that's 50. He won 56% of his
He went
games.
to the playoffs 4 times, and he went to the first conference finals in 25 years, and they fired him. So I want to ask you, are you shocked that the New York Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau?
To be honest, no. After how they lost, and then all the scrutiny that Tom Thibodeau was getting, I'm not shocked that they fired him. Me personally, I wouldn't have fired him. He brought y'all to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the first time in the last 25 years, bro. And you fire this man. This man has a positive record in the playoffs, and he has a positive record since he's been there in the regular season. And you guys fire him. I'm not shocked at all, but I feel like they did it only because they left a lot of meat on the bones on the offensive end. Because we barely seen any Jalen Brunson and Cat pick and rolls. Those are your two best players. Why aren't you running pick and rolls with them? That should have been majority of y'all. First off, in the last 5 minutes or closing time, that should have been majority of your offense is Cat and Brunson pick and rolls, and they barely did that. So I think it was just because of the fact that he didn't utilize Cat and Brunson right, and then on top of that, he ran his players to the ground and didn't really use his bench like that. So they was like, you know what? Let's get somebody else in who we think can unlock Cat and Brunson.
It's like so I saw it. I was like, wow, they really fired him after making a conference finals. But then it's like, I get it. I get why. Maybe Tom Thibodeau, like he's a really good coach, but maybe this is just a ceiling. Maybe he's not that coach that he can't get you to the finals. And I think the last two things you said, I think it was not utilizing your bench, and then you decided to do it late. Like you had all season to throw out these little no-name lineups that you put out in the freaking Easter Conference Finals. Like, why are you doing that? And I talked about it. What was it last week? I said he was putting out lineups that we've never seen before. You could have did that in the regular season, then we would have been like, hey, that is a good lineup. But he was just putting out like some BS lineups. But at the end of the day, he got you to the conference finals. And this was probably their year of making the finals. You guys technically had the better team. Technically, on paper at least. You guys were the more talented team than the Pacers. And this might have been y'all only chance of making the finals, and y'all blew it. And running your players to the ground like you always say, not utilizing the bench, because that's all I've been seeing with these reports. They saying like the next coach they want him to be more lenient, like just play players more, and I think that plays a part. And I think that was one of the reasons, at least, why he got let go. And the thing is, they just signed him to an extension, like last offseason. So now he's getting paid $33 million for the next 3 years. Coaches, it's like you could do good, but it doesn't matter. Like you could get fired in an instant. What was it? I saw it was a thing like every coach of the year, like some of the last coach of the years, they've been fired like the next year or something like that. And Tom Thibodeau, bro, from what 2000 to now, he's probably your best coach you ever had. From 2000 to now, he's probably the best coach y'all ever had, and y'all let him go. And I see some people say, "Hey, we're glad we got him go," but it's like it's kind of a shocker. I would have run it back at least one more year. I would have did it one more year because he did get you to the conference. He did get you here. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. Y'all brought these players in to beat Boston. That's what y'all did. Y'all beat them in 6. But losing to the Pacers, who y'all probably was better than, to management that didn't look right, and just not playing your bench.
I don't think they should have fired him though. Like you said, I think they should at least let him run it back one more year, bro. Because then on top of that, this was the best. This was the best offense they had in his tenure there with the Knicks. This was the best year that that offense has been. I think they were scoring like 117, 118 points per game. So it was like
In the
The
regular season, they
offensive.
scored 100. My bad. In the regular season, they scored 114. They was ranked 14th in offense.
So like this is the best offense that the Knicks has had. Their defense was okay. And like you said, he did get y'all to a Western Conference Finals in the last 25 years, bro. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals in the last 25 years, bro. You don't just let a coach like that go. You know what I mean? But hopefully Tom Thibodeau can get him another job because he's a great coach, bro. He's a great coach. It's just that when it comes to that bench, if he don't
But
trust you, you not playing.
but the thing is, though, like with Tom Thibodeau and with management, you know what you're gonna get. He's gonna run your players to the ground. And you talk about this all the time. You run your players to the ground all regular season. Then when we get to the playoffs, guys are out of breath, and here we are losing. As the management, do you really want that? And as play, I know you always say my before you go. And as the player, you always say you would like to play for Tom Thibodeau. But to some players, maybe they don't like to get run into the ground. I'm just saying, maybe some players don't want to get run into the ground, and then we tired in the postseason because you know how many times Mitchell Robinson was like, my boy playing all the minutes. So, that's something to think about if you're another team.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He definitely runs his players into the ground. He just they gotta get him players that he trusts on his bench, that he's willing to sub in. I think only players that he was willing to sub in on the Knicks was Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson. Those are the only two.
He played
Other than
Landry
that, he
Shamet
didn't.
late. And
That's because
Landry
I feel like
Shamet, I
he had.
thought
I
he
feel
was
like
decent. Was Landry
I feel like
Shamet
because he
not
didn't have no
okay?
choice.
Was Landry Shamet not okay in the Eastern Conference Finals when he did get time? Was he not okay? I
I feel
thought he
like he didn't
was.
have a choice, Jay. I feel like he didn't have no choice. Brunson was in foul trouble,
Oh,
and so it's like I gotta throw somebody out there. I feel like he didn't really want to throw him out there.
but was he not okay? Was he not okay though when he played though? Was he not okay? Did he not give good minutes? I thought he gave decent minutes.
He played all right. He played all right.
And he was playing DeLon Wright. He said campaign after that one game. Said, brother, you can't play. He can't play no more.
That's because campaign get to feeling himself. He hit 1 3. He get to doing all type of celebrate. What he do? He did the this celebration. I'm like, what the hell is that? Then he doing a Jalen Brunson celebration. I'm like, bro, you hit 1 3, dog. Calm down.
Because what was that? I think it was in like game 2. He like went for a layup. He did something that he like fell out of bounds. He did something stupid, bro. And ever since then, he never touched the court ever again, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But and then as management, you see like, hey, I do bring in the campaign. I bring in a Landry Shamet who's a good shooter. I bring in a pressure shooter who can give me spot minutes. I trade for DeLon Wright. You don't even play him.
Yeah.
And I asked you last week, I said, how do we even know they're good if we don't know if they can play? If they don't play, how do we know? We don't know. And I don't think Tom Thibodeau is going to coach next year because there's really not no openings. I think he chills. I think he chills for a year. I mean, you get paid $11 million to do nothing. You wouldn't hear from me again. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think Tom Thibodeau is one of them guys that can sit down though. I don't like you said. I don't think he's gonna coach next year, but I can see him going back as assistant coach somewhere.
I
But I
don't
don't
think
see
he's
him
an
sitting
assistant
down.
coach. I don't think he's that, bro. He's one of them
What other
where
head coaching jobs he gonna get?
well, I don't know next
Unless
year.
it's
I
a
don't know.
rebuild
Somebody might
team.
get. I don't know. I don't know next year. Somebody might get fired, but this year, because I think all the coaching jobs are. I think they're all gone now. So he really can't. The Knicks technically, but I think all the other ones are filled. There's no coaching opportunities now. But with Tom Thibodeau, because we remember like Mikal Bridges talking about some. Hey man, we get fair paraphrasing, man. We get tired out there, man. Playing all these minutes, and I think management was like, "Whoa, there, bro. He's the
Yeah,
best
I don't think
Iron
they
Man in the
like that.
league.
Yeah, I
You know
don't think they
that's
like that.
that's the Iron Man." And then Tom Thibodeau, I think it's really because not utilizing the bench. Because if you utilize your bench, you guys probably could have won. Like, we get it. It's the playoffs. You're going to play your guys way more minutes than obviously the regular season. But at some point, you do got to play like those other guys. You can't be playing damn near Jalen Brunson for damn near 58 minutes or some shit. Like, you can't do that. Like, you just can't.
Tom Thibodeau is one of them strict coaches though. So like, unless you're like one of his guys, if you mess up, he pulling you right out. Like you ain't got too many chances with Tom Thibodeau.
If D Rose was there, he'll play him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Even
that's
though
his
this D
guy.
can't
That's
give you
one of his
nothing.
guys. That's
D
one of
Rose
his
can,
guys. He gonna play his guys.
even though D Rose can't give you nothing. But it was basically it was a shocking firing, but it's like I'm not really that shocked that they did it. I think they wanted to hear a new voice, and you just gotta change it up. Now, are they keeping Cat in them? I don't know. We talked about earlier trade Cat for Kevin Durant. Like, do they keep Cat? Do they run it back with him? Like, I don't know. I don't know what they should do. I think you said they should just keep the same team.
Yeah, I think they should just keep it
Do you
and go
think
get some
about
bench
trading
guys.
Josh Hart? Because
No,
Josh Hart,
no.
man, I ain't gonna lie, that East Conference Finals, he was kind of ass.
Now you know,
He was
he
kind
was,
of bad.
bro. He was so scared to shoot. I'm like, bro, the first two series you were killing. You were shooting your three with confidence. You was hitting your three. You was driving to the hole. You were doing a little bit of everything. Then the Eastern Conference Finals, it's like he choked or something, bro.
He
No,
was
but no,
bad.
I would keep Josh Hart, bro. I would keep Josh Hart. He's that glue guy that you need. He's that glue guy that's gonna dive on the floor, get the extra loose balls, get that game winning loose ball, game winning steal, game winning rebound. Like he's one of those, bro. You have to keep him.
Do you trade McHale?
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Mikael didn't do anything for us. He had them good. He had them couple of fourth quarters where he scored what like 10 plus in those fourth quarters. But other than that, he didn't do anything. If Mikael would have showed up quarters 1 through 3, they probably would have won them series. Won that series.
Josh Hart averaged 8-9 and shot 18% from the three in the
Yeah,
conference
that's
final.
terrible. That's
He was
terrible, bro.
bad, bro. He was bad. He was bad. Like, I can't even like protect him. He was terrible. And somebody, I think one of the broadcasts, I think it was like Reggie Miller or Stan Van Gundy, they was like, he's like a Giannis. Obviously, he's not Giannis, but he likes to get downhill and drive. That's what he was doing. But man, they let him shoot the three. He was bricking. Like, he was backboard bricking. He was bad. And it's
And what
like,
did he shoot them series before?
oh, I'm right here. So he had 14 points against the Celtics, 14 points, 8 rebounds. He shot 37% from the three, 46% from the field. Against the Pistons, he was 11. He averaged 11 and 8 with with damn near 6 assists. He shot 50% from the three and shot 50% from the field. He was
See what I'm
terrible.
saying? He played good them first two series. Like I'm not. Don't get me wrong. He played terrible that last series for sure, for sure. But like he brings everything else on the court. He does the things that don't show up on the box score. So, I mean, I'm keeping him. Who
Mikal
played
Bridges
better, him or Mikael?
in total, or in that's just in that series,
Both,
or total.
both.
You can in total. Ooh, how
All
does the
together, I'm gonna say Josh Hart.
how does the
I'm gonna say
conference
Josh Hart.
finals hold weight though? How much weight does that hold?
It holds a lot of weight. That's the difference between you going to the finals or not. Shit.
But the thing with Mikal, like, if you trade him, you gave up your future for Mikal Bridges, and now you're trading him away, and he's
I
up
don't
for
think
an
it's.
extension.
Do you think his trade value is still the same? I think it's lower now
What do you mean the
after what he's
same?
done.
Like, what do you mean by the same? Like,
Like as what they traded to get him for. Like all.
he's never worth that.
Nah,
Mikal
he
Bridges
wasn't.
not worth 5 picks. He's not worth that anyway. He's not worth that. If anything, his value is lower than what it is. Like, you're gonna get an Ironman. You're gonna get a good player. But I felt like in the playoffs, he kind of underachieved. Like, I don't care what anybody tells me. They expected Mikal to at least give you, I would say close to, say, 17, 18 points per game. I can
They
at
thought
least
that
say
he
that.
was gonna be their third leading scorer,
I did.
and
He
he
was not
wasn't.
that.
He was not.
He
Who I
was
think
not
what
that.
OG was their third leading scorer, right?
OG was good. I think OG was really good. I value OG than Mikal. I definitely value
Yeah,
OG than Mikal.
sure.
I'm trying to see like what potential contract can he get?
And on top of that, wasn't he the primary defender on Tyrese?
He was well. He was.
And Tyrese did whatever he wanted that series. So
Well, when they got the switch, and they were switch, boy, he got that big on him. So, like, according to this article, Mikal Bridges could potentially get 4 years, 156. You do the math, whatever that is.
4 years, 156. Oh, what is that?
That's 39 a year.
Nah, he not worth 39. He not worth 39, dog.
He's getting 24 this year.
I'll say he's about that. He's about 24, 25. I'm not giving him no 30 mil, dog. After what you just showed me, you don't even deserve 30 mil, dog.
Hey, didn't you say before, like, when OG signed that contract, he wasn't worth that? Hey, OG worth that, bro. OG worth that, bro. OG is good, bro.
He showed up and showed out. Shit, from what I've seen before, he was not worth that.
But he was always
But after what he did,
actually healthy.
After what he did, after what he did in the playoffs, he's definitely worth that contract now for sure.
OG was hooping. I give OG his credit. He was hooping.
He gotta do it again though. You can't be no one hit wonder.
He gonna do it again. He gonna do it again.